Welcome back to section 5. Just put our first half mile behind us, hiking up out of the notch from Clarendon Gorge in the parking area, regaining the ridge, getting our elevation gain so we can start making our way north. We got a 2-day section ahead of us here. We're going to go roughly 38 miles north from Clarendon Gorge up to Brandon Gap. Day 1, we're going to go up and over Killington and stop and spend the night at the Inn on the Long Trail. And then day 2, we'll hit Main Junction, where we bid farewell to the AT after its first 100 miles. And then we'll continue our journey northward up to the car waiting for us at Brandon Gap. Let's go get it. The long trail will be heading up the side of Little Killington, and then just beyond it, out of view currently, is Killington, which is our first big peak of the day and our first 4,000 footer of the trail so far. All right, so we're about 6.5 miles in so far on the day. We've ascended right around 2,000 feet. Now we're about to start the stretch heading up towards Killington. So there's a little under 5 miles in distance to get up there and about 2,200 feet of climbing. So we have a bit of a workout ahead of us. Then from that point forward, it should be mostly downhill as we finish out the day. Alright, so just about done with day one here. Coming down to the road at Shelburne Pass, where we'll end up at the inn at the Long Trail where we stay for the night. Pretty good day. Nice temperatures, mid-70s, about 17.3 miles in distance covered, around 5,000 feet of elevation gain, so pretty good day. Awesome views from up on top of Killington. Also great views from the Pico ski slopes. Tomorrow will be slightly longer at 17 miles, but a little bit easier in that it's 2,000 feet less of climbing. So we'll definitely take that. It's going to be a long, hot day. Temps a little warmer in the 80s, But looking forward to the night ahead with a nice shower and bed at the inn, and tomorrow wrapping things up with new sights to see. So we're about a mile and a half in on day 2 and approaching Main Junction, which is where the AT and the LT split. The AT will turn to the right and head off towards New Hampshire and then north to Maine, whereas the LT continues straight on up northwards to Canada. It's been a nice experience sharing the AT with the Long Trail as we made our way north so far. I'd say probably about 9 out of every 10 hikers I've encountered have been AT through hikers, and so it's been nice getting to know them a little bit as I've encountered them here and there. It's definitely inspiring to see their endurance and dedication. Many have been out here on the trail for 4 months or more at this point, so I wish them luck on their journey north. So just about at the halfway point here on day 2, about 10 miles in so far and 10 to go. 27 miles so far on the trip overall, and our elevation gain for day 2 is also a little bit more than halfway done. Only about 1,700 feet of climbing over the next 10 miles, so not too bad. right, so we're approaching Brandon Gap and just about to close out this 2-day section hike. We're about 8 hours in, a little bit over, 20 miles today traveled, and 38 miles overall for the 2 days. Really nice couple of days on trail. Yesterday in particular, very memorable, with some of the best sections of trail we've had coming up and over Killington. Lush, green, mossy, and of course the views from Killington, hands down the best we've had yet, and in our first big peak at 4,000 feet. So great, memorable day. Unique experience staying at the inn at the Long Trail last night. Starting off today with a nice big breakfast, which actually got me through my first 10 miles today without needing to snack at all. So good energy source. And then today, making our way through to Brandon Gap. So overall, nice couple days. Really looking forward to the trail ahead. You know, we bid farewell today to the AT, which broke off and continues on through New Hampshire to Maine, and we're headed on north to Canada on our own here. So looking forward to the next section. Some really nice peaks, great highlights ahead.